Okay, namaste children. Uh, in this video we are going to discuss the remaining topics, book back exercises. You make it carefully. Write the rules that are following in writing the symbols of units in SI system. So in your book you have 10 rules and regulations for writing SI system. I request you students, you may write any 5 rules and regulations during the examination time. So the first point, units named after scientists are written in lower case. Example, Joule, Kelvin and Newton. Symbols for the units are always written in lower case, meter, kilogram and S. All the terms should be write only in small letter, that is called lower case. Third point, however, the symbols for the units derived from the names of scientists are in capital letters. So for Newton you have to write only the letter N capital, Joule for J, Celsius for C, and symbols are not followed by full stop. Okay. Example 75 centimeter, that is correct, but you shouldn't write 75 centimeter and make it full stop. Symbols are never written in plural form. So example 100 kilogram not as 100 kilograms. Okay, this is the rules and regulations. And write the need of standard unit. A standard unit is needed to maintain uniformity in measurements like length, weight, size and distance. Example, standard unit of length is meter. So this is the need of standard unit. Once again I read out. A standard unit is needed to maintain uniformity in measurements like length, weight and size and distance. Okay. So this is the need of standard unit. Differentiate mass and weight. Already it is also covered in our book. You have to write the fundamental quantities. Mass, you know very well, fundamental quantity and derived quantity. So mass is the fundamental quantity. Okay. So now you have to differentiate these two, mass and weight. Mass is a fundamental quantity, weight is a derived quantity. Already you know very well. The derived quantities are a quantity which can be derived from fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantity is a quantity which cannot be derived from any other quantities. So mass is a fundamental quantity, weight is a derived quantity. Mass as magnitude alone, so it is a scalar quantity. Weight is both magnitude and direction, so that is called vector quantity. The next point, it is the amount of matter contained in a body. So mass is nothing but what? The amount of matter contained in a body. Whereas weight, it is normal force exerted by the surface on the object against the gravitational pull. So weight is going to be varies from place to place, whereas mass remains same. Then it is measured by, that is mass is measured by physical balance, weight is measured by spring balance, and its unit is kilogram and its unit is Newton. Understand? So these are the difference between mass and weight. Dear students, you have to write at least 5 points. Okay. Most probably you may try to write all the 6 points. The another one question is, how will you measure the least count of vernier caliper? So least count or LC, that is the short form of least count, is the minimum reading or value that can be measured with a measuring tool or device. So least count is the minimum reading or value that can be measured by the measuring tool or device. So this is the fourth question. Another one is answer in detail form. Explain a method to find the thickness of a hollow teacup. This is a very, very important question also. Many times that question is asked in annual examination. So you have to write carefully. It is not available in our book. So you listen to me and make it note carefully. Step 1, the pitch, least count and the type of zero error of the screw gauge are determined. So first of all you should determine pitch, least count and type of zero error of the screw gauge are determined. Second one is the given cup is placed in between two studs. You have to keep the cup between the two studs of the screw gauge. Third point, the head screw using the ratchet. The head screw using the ratchet arrangement is freely rotated until the given cup is held firmly but not tightly. If you tight the ratchet, the cup may be damaged. You cannot be able to measure the thickness of the cup accurately. That's why you have to keep that cup between the studs firmly. And fourth step is pitch scale reading. That is pitch scale reading, PSR, by the head scale and head scale coincidence with the axis of the pitch scale are found. And fifth point, the readings are recorded and the experiment for different position of the given cup is repeated. Okay, the readings are recorded and the experiment for different position of the given cup is repeated. The next point, the thickness of the cup is calculated using the formula PSR plus HSE into least count. Okay. Last step, then the average of the last column of the table is found. Hence the thickness of the hollow teacup is equal to dash millimeter. So you have to find the thickness of the cup and you can enter it. Okay. Then next one is, this is also the important question. This question is not available on our book, so you make it carefully what I am telling. So how will you find the thickness of 1 rupee coin? Likewise, like that screw gauge, you are using vernier caliper, screw gauge. Okay. The step 1, the pitch, least count and type of zero error of the screw gauge is determined. So whatever the instrument you can take, screw gauge or vernier caliper, you have to find the type, pitch scale, least count and type of zero error of the screw gauge. Second step, the given coin is placed between the two studs. Third step, the head screw using the ratchet arrangement is freely rotated until given 1 rupee coin is held firmly but not tightly. Fourth step, pitch scale reading by the head scale and head scale coincidence with our axis of pitch scale are found. And fifth step, the reading are recorded and the experiment for different position of the given coin is repeated. Sixth step, the thickness of the coin is computed using the formula PSR plus HSE into least count. Then final step is, then the average of the last column of the table is found. So keep in your mind, my dear students, better the one similarities is there between these two questions. Instead of cup, teacup, you can put coin, or instead of coin, you can put teacup. Simple. Okay. Next, the numerical problems. Inian and Edelen argue about the light year. Inian tells that it is 9.46 in 10 power 15 meter, and Edelen argues that it is 9.46 in 10 to the power of 12 kilometer. Who is right? Justify your answer. You know very well, the light year, the distance travelled by light in 1 year in vacuum is called light year. So Inian statement is correct. The light travels 3 into 10 power 8 meter in 1 second. In 1 year we have 365 days. The total number of seconds in 1 year is equal to 365 into 24 into 60 into 60. So the light travelled, the distance travelled by light in 1 year is 3.153 into 10 to the power of 7 into 3 into 10 power 8. That means you can multiply 365 into 24 into 60 into 60 into 3.3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Okay, you can multiply it, you can get the value 9.46 into 10 to the power of 15 meter. Okay, this is the first problem. And second problem, the main scale readings are given 7 centimeter. Vernier scale coincidents are also given 6 centimeter. Okay, find the radius of the ball. So which instrument is you are used to find a vernier caliper? Using vernier caliper, you can easily find out the radius of the ball. So MSR is 7 centimeter, vernier scale is 6 centimeter, least count is 0.1 mistake is there. Instead of 0.1 millimeter, you can write 0.01 centimeter. So you have to find the diameter easily by using the formula main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count. Just substitute all the values which is given in the question. 7 plus 0.06 centimeter. So dia is 7.06 centimeter. You can find out radius by using that value 7.06 divided by 2. You can get 0.035 meter. Okay. So 0.0353 meter is the radius of the ball. Okay. I hope that you may note it carefully. The two more problems are there. I will tell you later. Okay. Bye.